Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about Drew Allar this offseason, going from year 2 to year 3. Where is he going to be? He was a projected first round pick in this last draft. He's decided to stay. Is still considered to be first round talent, obviously, next draft. And there's a lot of people questioning why that is. Drew Allar has his fair share of haters, just like everyone else. But I really do think he's a first round talent. I think he played like it last season, even if Penn State didn't get the results that they wanted to. This is a big game for Penn State early. This is on the road, week 1 at West Virginia. Big noon kickoff was there. The McAfee show was there. So this is a really big game. West Virginia was up for it. Really like their Super Bowl. So, this is a game where you can prove yourself. And so I think this is one of Drew Allar's best games all season. He was really connected with his receivers. And I think this really exemplifies why he's a first-round draft pick. Now, if you like this kind of thing and you want to see more film breakdowns from other Penn State games, other Drew Allar film from the other games of the season, please like the video or comment and let me know what you want to see next. So I want to start with this play. This is Penn State's third drive of the game, I want to say. There's a minute 35 here in the first quarter. And Penn State's looking to get something going offensively. Allar has no completions to this point. And I think Andy Kludlnicki in his first game wants to get Drew Allar settled. And I think some of these throws here kind of exemplify why Drew Allar is considered a top pick in the draft and why I think he, has that talent that scouts are looking for. So real quick on this first play here, Penn State is going to be in this condensed look, 2 running backs on the field, Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. So that's going to immediately have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 West Virginia defenders in the box here. That's with Penn State's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. So really, West Virginia's kind of playing, this 3 over 2 here. These 3 guys for Tyler Warren and Trey Wallace up top, and then you're going to have kind of this one-on-one look down here. The backer might kind of float out and give him some help, but really you're going to kind of have this whole space up here to kind of attack, and that's where Penn State's going to go on this first play. So if we go to watch here, see Allar gets a snap, right, and he's going to play action, so that's going to suck up the linebackers. It's going to bring this corner up top down, and Drew Allar's just going to fit this ball in, right? He's on the left hash. He's going to go all the way opposite field. And now it's a comeback, so you're going to see Wallace is kind of looking for the ball this way. Instead, Drew's going to throw it on this shoulder, which is actually the right place to throw this ball, because if we go back to it, and we go in slow motion here, we can see that there's a ton of space for Wallace to get this ball. If he catches this ball and turns upfield, right, with this safety here, well, this is the corner here, and this is the safety here. He has a ton of green grass to room to run. So putting it on his opposite shoulder here is the right place to go with that football. Unfortunately, Wallace falls down, but this is a beautiful ball. Opposite hash really shows off the arm strength. And so now if we watch it at full speed here. Wallace has to fall down to make that play. But again, we go back here. All right. Full speed. You get the play action. It's going to suck up the backers. And he's on this left hash. About 15 yards. So that throw is maybe 30 yards in total, but it's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Allar puts it on him. Now he has to fall down to catch it, maybe expecting it to be, like I said, around this 30-yard line here. But, that's a great ball from the opposite hash, and I think that shows off the arm strength really early on here for his first completion. This is going to be a great play that I think Andy Kludlnicki kind of draws up as another easy completion for Drew Allar. You see there's 22 seconds left in his first quarter. It's a 2nd and 8, so they ran a play. They actually ran a play between that last completion. But it starts out with 4 up top, right? Penn State goes to that look a lot, and a lot of time when they run 4 up top like that, they're going to go kind of run a slant on the backside here, and that's something Penn State's setting up, and they are going to run that, but they're going to actually put Singleton in motion, so you have a running back going in motion, and he's just going to go out in the flat like this. So this is just classic slant flat. They call it dragon concept in the West Coast system, and seeing Nick Singleton go in motion, he's going to be able to read whether or not they're playing man or zone. And he actually sees this defender shift. There's no one following him, so he sees zone coverage. And this is just going to be a wide open look. I love this design from Andy Kotelnicki. It's real simple. And then up top, they're going to fake the screen, which they will also throw when they have numbers up here like this. But we'll watch, so we'll go from the beginning here. And we'll just run at full speed, right? And you see him coming down. You see Wallace going to run the slant, maybe a glance here. He looks back. He's wide open. He does a good job not running into the coverage, right? If he kept going, he's running into zero here, making him have a chance at the ball. But Wallace alertly stays down on the glance here, looks back at the quarterback. He has a wide open lane to throw, and Drew Allar puts it right on the numbers, gives him a chance to run up with the ball, and that's a big gain at the end of the first half here. Okay, so it's the start of the second quarter, and I think this is one of Drew Allar's best throws from the entirety of last season. So Penn State's going to be running scissors. So this receiver is going to be running a corner, and Wallace down here, who came in motion, he is going to run a post. All right, so it's called scissors because it looks like a pair of scissors. And Allar's going to fit this ball in a pretty tight window, but it's the anticipation that he throws with that's incredible, and we'll show it from the back angle here. But Drew Allar's arm strength in the middle of the field, the area where I drew the circle here, that is, in my opinion, his biggest strength, is putting his cleats in the ground, driving the ball in the middle of the field with not only anticipation, but with velocity. He gets it over the linebackers' heads, in front of the secondary players' heads, right around here. So he does a nice job fitting this ball into a tight window with anticipation, and that's stuff that you kind of can't teach. You can't really teach anticipation. I mean, you can. It's about reading defenses. It's about speeding through your progressions and everything. So it's really part of that mental part of the game. But I mean, I think this is really where Drew Allar excels. Is the ability to use his anticipation, use his brilliant arm, understand defenses, all things that make him a first-round caliber talent. So let's go into this one here. Like I said, it's scissors. And we'll go half speed for this one.
And now here another motion.
So Drew Allar's going to have play action here. And he's going to have this linebacker here. And he's going to put it between these two linebackers in front of the secondary, which is drawn off by the scissors. So the concept, so he puts it right between these two linebackers, puts it right on the money in front of the safety number 14, and he lets Wallace run and do the rest. And so this back angle will show you exactly what I'm talking about with the anticipation, with the velocity, and locating it and putting the ball right on his chest, giving him a chance to run with it. So here it is. So like I said, we'll go back into it. So you're going to have Julian Fleming running this corner here. That brings this guy with him. This guy is following him. And then Wallace is going to come back here and run the post of the scissors. And he's going to be right on the seam. So this allows Drew Allar to get his cleats in the ground, drive that ball down right to him here. And we're going to watch it from the backside here. I'm going to go slow so you get a real understanding of how great this is. So you get the play action. They're going to have Vega pull here. You're going to have Katron Allen helping in pass pro. So you're going to, it really, fools them on the play action. Sucks the linebackers up. And you're going to watch this throw. So watch where Drew Allar puts this football here. Look when he starts throwing it. Right? Look when he's starting to throw right now, right? Watch his feet. Feet, cleats are in the ground. Looking where he wants to throw. Wallace is not even out of his break yet, right? Fleming's not out of his break yet. He's going this way. Wallace is going this way. Right? But watch Drew Allar. Starting to throw. Wallace hasn't made his break yet. He's starting to.
And now Drew Allar has got his
They pause it right here, and then look at this throw right now. As he's making his cut right before, right on his face mask, I mean, you couldn't hand it to him any better, right between the two defenders, and you give him the ability to run with the ball, and he puts it right on time and on target, allowing Trey Wallace to run. Joel Klatt has good analysis here. But it's this ability for Drew Allar to throw with anticipation, throw with velocity, right? Because if he doesn't, this guy has a chance to come over and make a play. This guy has a chance to come over and make a play. So, I mean, it's a pretty big window, but you got to put it on time and you got to put it early. And he gives Trey Wallace a chance to run. That's trust with your receiver. That was a big thing I think Drew was lacking with his receivers last year. It's trust that the guy's going to be there, not lead you into an interception, and he throws it on time early. And like I said, I think this is one of his best plays from last season. Just putting it right on his face mask, giving a chance to run, and putting your team up 6-0. Penn State goes for 2 and doesn't get it. So they go up early here against West Virginia, and that was a big score for Penn State. So last season, Drew Allar got a lot better with his legs, and I think this play kind of shows you why, and we'll see more examples in the West Virginia game specifically. But we'll start watching the video half speed here. And watch 8 on the bottoms. And now West Virginia's going to show pressure, and they're going to bring it. So they're going to bring 5, but Penn State has 5 guys to block. So they should be able to pick this up. They actually have 6 to block with Singleton. But 8 on the bottom blows by his man. Singleton does a good job with blitz pickup, but at the top here, these 2 guys win. 8 kind of wins. And Drew Allar has to step up in the pocket, right? If you look down the field, this is not open. This is not open. This is not open to this point. So Drew Allar is going to have to pull it down. And he was a lot more decisive running it. He would have tried to stay in the pocket too long the year before that. Last year, he did a good job of recognizing when it's not open and being decisive. And I think that's a big trait for a young quarterback to have. And he does a great job of it here. We'll go full speed. He cuts. He sees his opening. Good job by these 2 Penn State linemen. Nick Dawkins, I don't know who this is down here. But you're getting great block. And he's going to have the ability to run it. And when we see him run, he gets the run, breaks a tackle, gets a first down, gain of 15 on 2nd and 10, and keeping the chains moving. That's a huge play for his team, and I think that ground game is a new part of his game that people maybe didn't anticipate him having. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is this one to Trey Wallace again here at the bottom. This is a great throw. So Wallace is kind of running out. Now it goes past the 6. We just can't see it. It's either an out or a comeback here. But Allar has to drive this ball down. He's at the center hash, but this is still a long throw. It's 2nd and 15, so you need to try and pick up a first down, so you want to get past the sticks. So this is a long throw. This is still a 20 or 30-yard throw, and we're going to watch it again in half speed here. So Clifford goes in motion at the top, and Allar's looking to the bottom first. So he's looking for his number 1 receiver. Look at his feet. His feet are going to be set. That's the biggest thing for Allar. Make or break for him is consistency with his feet. His feet are set. And we're going to watch where this ball location is. Look at his feet, right? Pointing right to his target. All his cleats in the ground, pointed to his target this way. Okay? And we're going to watch. And this ball, it's tight coverage. Could not be put any better. I mean, look at that ball. Look at that location. We'll play it at full speed now. So you see the bottom down here. Wallace kind of a burst release inside. Then he's going to kind of come back this way. Boom, right on the numbers. Another one where if he puts it behind him, that's an intercepted. But Drew Allar's arm is so strong. He trusts his receiver, and he's accurate, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, these throws, I'm not saying other people can't make it, but the consistency to which he's able to do it, the ease of which he's able to do it is unique, and I think that's what makes him really, really, a talent that scouts really like. Okay, so it's 4th and 4, and Penn State's going for it, and I really think this is, not only is it kind of gutsy call, but this is a great design by Andy Kotelnicki. It's an easy completion for Drew Allar, and it really shows you how Penn State schemed Tyler open so many times last year. So you're going to watch, and Omari Evans is going to come down here, and he's going to sit. And then Tyler Warren's going to come this way and kind of run in the flat there. And you're going to have a natural rub that this creates, which slows these 2 defenders down, and it creates just enough separation for Drew Allar. If he puts it on time, accurately, it allows Tyler Warren to get upfield for the first down. So we're going to watch this. We'll watch it in full speed. You watch right here, the rub, just enough of a confusion. And Drew puts that right out in front of Tyler Warren. If he puts it behind him, he might not catch it. He might not get a first down, but he puts it where he can run it. Run with it, steps up, breaks the tackle, just enough for the first down. So that's a beautiful throw. And I think that, again, really shows you part of that maturity and development for Drew Allar. Okay, so this is the very next play. Penn State goes tempo after that first down. You see Penn State receivers clearing out here. Not really too sure what they're running, maybe some sort of verticals. But what you're going to get is you're going to get Katron Allen out of the backfield. He's just going to run an option route in front of this backer. Allar's just going to have an easy completion, has his cleats in the ground, throws it nice and easy for Katron.
Allar again.
Easy ball, a little bit behind him, but Katron does a good job. He has space, and he cuts upfield, breaks a tackle, and dives in the end zone. So that's a really, really good play by Penn State. Using tempo to their advantage. Drew Allar not panicking, just dumps it off to his running back and lets him do the work. And they go up big. They go up 13-0 early here in the second quarter, and really starting to put this game away. Okay, so Penn State's up 13-6. They're up a touchdown. They have 19 seconds left at their own 27-yard line here. It's 2nd and 10. And they're just trying to get some points before half. Put up a field goal. They have one timeout. The idea is you throw it deep in the enemy territory. You hope you get a completion, and then you can kick a field goal before half. That's really all Penn State's trying to do here. Funny story about this. My friend and I were at the game. We were at this game, and we decided to go to the bathroom because we saw 19 seconds left. We figured either Penn State would kneel it out, or what are the odds that they score, right? Very little, very low. We didn't know what Penn State was going to do with the new offensive coordinator. So we just assumed that nothing would happen, and we ended up seeing it on the TVs in the concourse, and the West Virginia fans were not happy with the result, obviously. So we're going to watch these two plays here. Two of the best plays from Allar all season, one of the best drives for Penn State the whole season. Just absolutely incredible. So we're going to watch it here full speed.
Formations in their first 20 plays.
So Allar has a ton of time. That's the first thing. I mean, he has 4 rushers, 5 blockers. They do a great job building a wall for Allar. I mean, look at all the separation he has. So he's going to throw from his own 18.
Allar goes deep. Allar down the field.
And he's going to throw it to the opposite, 23? That's pretty much a 60-yard throw right there. And now Penn State gets away with a total push-off here from Omari Evans. We'll show you. We'll show you here. So play action. He has plenty of time, and you're going to see this one-on-one coverage up top. But plenty of time. He sets his feet and shows off this arm. And you're going to see the push-off here. It's pretty egregious. No call. Gets away with it. Catches it there. Gets to the 17, 18 there. Penn State calls the timeout. And we're going to watch it again. Yeah, so he gets away with that push-off right there. But this is exactly what you want from Drew Allar that I think this is something that the scouts like to see. The fact that you're giving your playmakers a chance to make a play. I noticed all season, and the biggest downs of the season for Penn State, the 4th and 10s, the 4th and 7s, the 2nd and 10 before half, the 3rd and 15s. He's giving his guys a chance to make a play. Does he make some mistakes sometimes on those? Absolutely. But if that's intercepted, that's, the Joe Flacco special, an arm punt. So you're not too worried about that being intercepted. You just give your guy a chance. He gets away with a no call there. And now you have a chance to score before half. And then now this throw is absolutely wicked. So there's 10 seconds left. You have 1, maybe 2 plays before the end of the quarter. Depends on how quick you can be. You have no timeouts. You had to use it. So it has to be to the sideline or incomplete. And because of that, Penn State's just going to take advantage of this one-on-one up top. And they're just going to run a fade up here with Trey Wallace. Now, he's been your go-to receiver this whole game, and I want you to watch how sick of a throw this is from Drew Allar. So we'll go half speed. So he's going to see pressure. It's picked up nicely, but it's this ball placement right here. Cleats in the ground. And now this could be over his shoulder here, leading him, or it could be back shoulder. Drew chooses back shoulder, which again I think takes trust with your receiver. We watch. What a catch, by the way, from Trey Wallace. But letting your playmakers be playmakers. I mean, scoring in this situation, not only a field goal, a touchdown before half is incredible, and that'll be one of your best drives you'll ever have.
What touch on that?
Right there, and here's his throw. It's good coverage, great catch, but that back shoulder throw, how do you defend that right before half? And it demoralizes West Virginia here before half. Here's again full speed.
Allar looks the other way, floats it,
just beautiful.
Shoulder.
Absolutely beautiful.
Touchdown, Indy.
So that's exactly what you're looking for Drew Allar. I mean, giving your team a chance in those moments, and he does so right there. Okay, so here's another one that's pretty great. Again, like I said, Drew Allar got a lot better with his feet last year. So this is 3rd and 7 after the 2-hour rain delay at half. Penn State comes back out on this drive, first drive of the second half, and you get to see the fact that none of his receivers are open.
He's had the hot
On 3rd and 7, he doesn't panic, right? There's pressure. He pulls it down, steps up, looks around,
looking for the first down.
And uses his speed to get the first down, dives, doesn't take a huge hit, and that's a huge play for his team. This is 3rd and 8 from the 45, so hypothetically you have 4-down territory here, especially up 2 scores, and now this play is absolutely wicked. I think this is one of his best plays from last season that really doesn't get talked about a lot. So like I said, 3rd and 8. He takes the snap, right? No play action this time. Now, I think he's looking down the field here. Warren's in a tight window. You don't really know. There's just probably a safety driving down here. This window's kind of taken away. This guy does a good job playing zone, staying on Rappleyea, 87 down here. So really his next best bet is up top. When he goes to look up top, his guys are running deeper, not really open. So he pump fakes. So we're going to go half speed here because I think it's really worth watching here. So he has time. Pump fakes here. I don't know if he was going to throw it to 87 or up top and he sees it's not open. But he pump fakes, breaks this tackle here, or at least gets around it. And watch this. 3rd and 8. Now he's still looking downfield, maybe ability to throw. But he's going to go run. That little pump fake right there sends this guy past him. And it's going to allow him to get past him. And be able to slide there, not take a big hit. One of the best plays from him from last season. We're going to go through it again. So look, no one open. Pump fake one time, break the tackle, pump fake another, get around 8, slide for a first down. Just a huge job to move the chains and keep your team ahead. Up 2 scores, and now getting your team to the 30-yard line. You're in field goal range. I mean, just a huge play in this game. Okay, so we're up 15 here with 10:30 left in the 4th quarter. You're in their territory. You're going to drive down and score. So this first down really kind of cements your place in this game. Now, this is just going to be a quarterback draw, and it gets to show you this evolution in Drew Allar. He lost some weight last year, became more mobile, and really, we'll just watch this one in full speed. Quarterback draw, he takes off, skirts to the right, stiff arms, gets that first down. An absolutely sick play to move the chains. Going to fire teammates up with that stiff arm. Here it is from the other angle. Gets around this first tackle with a little stiff arm, keeps it out, and just absolutely to his face.
And he ran him over.
Ran him over, gets the first down, and absolutely fires his team up. Great play. So really, that was everything from this game. Penn State wins 34-12. One of Drew Allar's best games of the season. No interceptions in that first game. Really looked locked in. Really looked connected to his wide receivers, especially Trey Wallace. Omari Evans had that nice play. Tyler Warren gets involved early. But it's really his progression in the run game. His throwing with anticipation, his throwing sideline to sideline. That's elite in this game. It really shows it off. So just a great first game from Drew Allar. And I think this is one of those games that makes him considered one of the top picks in this next year's draft.